protecting our skin with SPF. How many of you are looking for a mineral-based formula that still has zinc oxide in it, that's hypoallergenic, that you can use every single day for your UVA and UVB protection, but doesn't leave that white cast? I want to introduce you to Soleil. This is Andrew Lessman's sunscreen. You have not seen this, again, in well over a year, and you should be protecting your skin every single day. You can get the 2-ounce tube of Soleil for $17.90. This is also going to be a today special. You're getting your first look at it. The 4-ounce is going to be $24.90, or I should say is $24.90. And the 6-ounce, again, best value at $34.90 with a savings of $35. It's important to protect your skin from the harmful rays of the sun. And once again, that is the #1 cause of aging on our skin. So when you see those lines and those wrinkles. But of course, Andrew Lessman with the full information on his sunscreen. Take a listen.
Hi there, Andrew Lessman here. You might wonder why the guys who are making vitamins for 45 years make sunscreen. The only sunscreen that anyone should ever contemplate putting on their body, doesn't have to be my product, I'll talk to you in a moment why ours is different, should be zinc oxide. Secondarily, in a pinch, titanium dioxide. But there are reasons why titanium dioxide isn't as desirable. It can interact and react with the photons, the radiation, sunlight. Zinc oxide is more inert. Zinc oxide is preferred. So zinc oxide is the way to go. But why would I be making this product? Again, #1, to replace those chemicals. And as you know, my products are all 100% pure and additive free. Zinc oxide is the way to go. Find a zinc oxide product that you will like. We introduced my original chemical sunscreen, more than 20 non-chemical sunscreen, zinc oxide sunscreen, over 20 years ago. And it was relatively easy for me to do this because when you look at zinc oxide, what are you looking at? You're looking at one of the primary forms of a mineral that's been present in multivitamins or other supplements for decades, for more than half a century. So I was very familiar with the ingredient. I was very familiar with the granulation of the ingredient. And of course, our zinc oxide is non-nano. We talked about this long before anyone even contemplated this, because you don't want to put ultra small particles into nature, because it can have undesirable consequences when it's out in nature. You want to have small particles so it doesn't have the whitening effect on your skin, but you want to control the size of those particles so it's not going to be problematic after the fact in nature. It's something that I've contemplated since the very beginning of making my product, and it's something, of course, that we still focus on today. When I first introduced the sunscreen product, everyone loved it, loved the way it went on. They complained that it had a little bit of a chemical odor, but that's because we had no fragrance. And when you add fragrance to typical products, that fragrance, again, is poisons. Unfortunately, it's not essential oils. Typically, you'll find in a sunscreen, it's usually parfum. It says parfum or fragrance on it. Those are toxic chemicals. But what was kind of fortuitous, I thought I'd try to add an ingredient to our sunscreen that would have a soothing, moisturizing effect on the skin. So one of the best choices of a natural ingredient to do that would be an extract of cucumber. Oftentimes when you get a facial, they'll even put cucumber around your eyes or cucumber on your skin because it has the wonderful soothing effect. So by adding the cucumber to enhance the natural soothing effect of our sunscreen, because oftentimes in the sun can be irritating to our skin. It can cause inflammation, so it's great to have an ingredient that would be soothing. And in so doing, Mother Nature, once again, to the rescue. We added that wonderful soothing ingredient, and it became the most wonderful smelling formula in the world. So without adding parfum, without adding fragrance, we just created a sunscreen that went from being an incredibly fantastic functional sunscreen that some people didn't necessarily like the natural odor of it, to now, with the wonderful soothing cucumber extract that we added, now everyone loves it, and it's a wonderful product. It's safe for you, safe for your kids. There's no issues at all. It's one of those products that you don't see a typical sunscreen that's dermatologist tested, that's ophthalmologist tested, that's pediatrician tested. Ours is. And we do that just to demonstrate how unique it is, how safe it is, how mild it is. The product is 80% water. almost 80% water, and then you, well, just zinc oxide and water. And then it's just, there's another dozen ingredients. The typical sunscreen probably has 20, 30, 40, 50 ingredients when you look at some of those big beauty company sunscreens. So this product is basically water, zinc oxide, and then a dozen other ingredients. So it's extremely simple for a sunscreen, and it gives just incredible protection. It doesn't have that terrible whitening effect, doesn't have that terrible drying effect. The one thing I have to indicate, it's very special pricing. Our largest size is a 6 ounce. It's incredibly affordable. So all the sizes are incredibly affordable, but we only make it, produce it, manufacture it once a year, and then it goes away. So this is the only time of year you'll have an opportunity to get it. I suspect by the end of this month, maybe sometime in August, it will be entirely gone. So I hope you get an opportunity to enjoy this. But even if you don't get my product, that's not what matters. Find a zinc oxide product you love. A second choice would be a zinc oxide with titanium dioxide product you love. But stick to zinc oxide. That is the best way to go. Again, it doesn't have to be mine. So I hope you enjoy it.
An incredible offer. You're the very first to see it. I did want to let you know that if you want the 6 ounce, that is the most popular for those of you already placing your order, but you do have the 2 and you have the 4 ounce special as well. I just wanted to read one quick review if that was okay, because again, this might be a newer product for you. This person says, the best I've found. I spent years hunting for a mineral sunscreen for my face that doesn't make me look greasy, ghost. I can apply my makeup over and it's here. Soleil sunscreen checks every checkbox, not greasy, not runny, doesn't smell, dries down quickly, doesn't leave a white cast, doesn't ruin my makeup, doesn't feel thick, heavy, and helps to protect my skin and is affordable. I'm finally using sunscreen regularly. I like it so much that I got another one for my husband. Thank you, Nadine, for that incredible review. This is an opportunity buy. Again, you should be wearing sunscreen every single day. When Andrew launched this, it was incredibly popular, so I'm glad that we have it for you on a today's special price. But I wanted to mention really quickly, we have Fact, okay? So Fact is also making its debut as a Today